There is nothing more important than trust in a business. And we can think of trust as Stephen M.R. Covey does. He says it's made of two things. I'm going to add something to his equation. He said it's made up of competency and it's made up of character. So what we want to have is a situation where we are really good at what we do and we do things the right way, even when people aren't watching. And then the thing I'm going to add to Covey, and this is Stephen M.R. Covey, the son, not the dad. The dad is, he wrote the famous book. But I'm going to add to Stephen M.R. Covey's equation, consistency. So trust is built with consistency of character and consistency of competency. So what happens now when private equity comes along and they're looking at the way your business functions and they're listening to you talk about your business and they're talking to people and doing due diligence? What kind of provider is Randeep? You know, should I invest in him? Because at that point, they're investing in you just as much as you are the business. And what happens is when they can look at your systems and your operations and the way you live your life and the way you lead, and they can see that consistency of character. Everything you do the right thing. Every person they talk to talks about how you went the extra mile to make things right. That goes back to trust, which is the fundamental elixir in any great relationship. Then the second thing is when you show competency, when they can look at your business, and even though they may not be in the dental space, they can understand it because it has a familiarity to it of a well-run system. That goes right back to trust as well. So what happens is they are borrowing the trust of the way you operated in the past and the way you set up your systems before they can establish their own trust with you. I'll say it a different way. They don't know you, but when they look at the way you lead and they look at the way your operation is run, they can see your patterns of behavior over time. And that's all trust is. That's why you know your mother or your best friend better than they know themselves, because you've seen their patterns of behavior over time. So a simple test that we talk about at our company, Rupert Rodney, we say, we want to treat every individual action like it's the only thing our legacy is based on. And someone might say, AMG, that's too high. That's too high a level. But then answer yourself this question. If you can't maintain that standard, then why are you doing anything in the first place? Like, are we just trying to make a lot of money, or do we want a great reputation and to serve people and have a great business? Well, we need excellence. So we want to remove anything that we can't give our all to, and we want to have a business where it's tighter, it's better, it runs on trust, competency, and character. And when you have those things, investment becomes so much easier than trying to convince people of who you don't appear to be through your behavior.